Scientology, the controversial belief system founded by L. Ron Hubbard, has always placed a strong emphasis on engaging young minds. From its inception, the movement has recognized the importance of capturing the interest and imagination of children, viewing them as the future torchbearers of its teachings. Hubbard believed that children were particularly receptive to Scientology's teachings, and that early exposure was key to fostering lifelong adherence. He saw young minds as fertile ground for the seeds of his philosophy, which could grow and flourish over a lifetime. This belief has led Scientology to develop a range of programs and initiatives specifically designed to attract and engage children, sparking both admiration and alarm in equal measure. These programs are meticulously crafted to be appealing and engaging, often incorporating fun activities and interactive learning experiences. From community events that resemble vibrant carnivals to youth programs promising character development and academic success, Scientology has adopted a multi-pronged approach to reaching young people. These events are designed to be both entertaining and educational, providing a gateway to deeper involvement in the church's activities. Scientology has adopted a multi-pronged approach to reaching young people. This includes summer camps, educational workshops, and community events that are all aimed at making the teachings of Scientology accessible and appealing to the younger generation. However, this focus on youth outreach has not been without its critics. Many argue that these efforts are a form of indoctrination, targeting impressionable minds who may not yet have the critical thinking skills to question what they are being taught. Concerns about potential indoctrination, the exploitation of young members, and the financial burdens placed on families have dogged Scientology for decades. Critics argue that the church's programs can place undue pressure on families both emotionally and financially, as they strive to keep up with the demands of participation. This essay will delve into Scientology's multifaceted efforts to attract children, examining both the organization's perspective and the often stark criticisms leveled against it. We will explore the various methods used to engage young minds and the underlying motivations behind these efforts. By exploring the various activities, programs, and controversies surrounding Scientology's youth outreach, we aim to provide a balanced and informative overview of this complex and contentious issue. Through this examination, we hope to shed light on the broader implications of targeting young minds in religious movements and the ethical considerations that come with it. One of Scientology's most visible strategies for engaging children is its active presence at community events. Across the globe, Scientology organizations regularly host and participate in festivals, fairs, and celebrations designed to foster a sense of community and provide family-friendly entertainment. These events often feature designated kids zones brimming with colorful attractions like bouncy houses, face-painting booths, and carnival games, creating a lively and welcoming atmosphere for families. Scientology's participation in these events often extends beyond simple entertainment. Volunteers distribute pamphlets and informational materials promoting the organization's beliefs and programs. They engage with attendees, emphasizing Scientology's commitment to social betterment and highlighting its initiatives aimed at combating drug abuse, illiteracy, and crime. While presented as community outreach, these activities have drawn criticism for blurring the lines between genuine community engagement and veiled recruitment tactics. Beyond community events, Scientology offers a range of structured programs specifically designed for children and teenagers. These programs, often marketed under the banner of character development and personal growth, aim to instill Scientology's values and principles in young participants. One such program, The Way to Happiness, promotes itself as a common-sense guide to better living, drawing on Hubbard's writings to encourage ethical behavior, responsibility, and respect for others. Another prominent program, Narconon, focuses on drug prevention and rehabilitation. Targeting youth within schools and communities, Narconon utilizes Scientology's teachings to address addiction, emphasizing personal responsibility and spiritual cleansing as pathways to recovery. While these programs often resonate with parents seeking positive influences for their children, critics argue that they serve as a gateway to deeper involvement in Scientology, potentially exposing young minds to the organization's more controversial doctrines and practices. Scientology's efforts to engage children extend into the realm of education, aiming to influence young minds from an early age. The organization has developed a range of educational materials and programs often promoted within schools and communities as secular resources for promoting social good and personal development. These materials are designed to be appealing and accessible, ensuring they reach a wide audience. These materials, often presented in engaging formats like videos, pamphlets, and interactive workshops, address topics such as drug abuse, human rights, and mental health. The interactive nature of these resources is intended to captivate the attention of young learners and make complex issues more understandable. However, these materials are often criticized for presenting information through the lens of Scientology's belief system, potentially limiting critical thinking and offering a skewed perspective on complex issues. Parents and educators have raised concerns about the underlying messages and the potential for indoctrination. For instance, Scientology's anti-drug campaigns, while seemingly aligned with broader societal goals, often emphasize the organization's spiritual approach to overcoming addiction, potentially overshadowing evidence-based prevention and treatment methods. This spiritual focus can sometimes detract from scientifically proven strategies and may not be suitable for all individuals. Critics argue that by presenting its teachings as universally applicable solutions to societal problems, Scientology risks blurring the lines between education and proselytization, particularly when targeting impressionable young minds. This blending of education and religious doctrine can create confusion and may not provide a balanced view of the issues being addressed. Section 5. Indoctrination or inspiration. The debate over Scientology's youth outreach is a complex and multifaceted issue that has garnered significant attention from both supporters and critics alike. Scientology's multifaceted efforts to attract and engage children have sparked a heated debate about the nature and intent of its youth outreach. These initiatives range from community service projects to educational workshops, all designed to instill certain values and skills in young participants. Proponents argue that Scientology's programs provide valuable tools for personal growth, ethical development, and social responsibility, empowering young people to lead fulfilling and productive lives. They highlight the structured environment and the focus on self-improvement as key benefits. These supporters often point to testimonials from families who credit Scientology with fostering positive changes in their children, instilling values of compassion, integrity, and service to others. They believe that the organization offers a unique framework for young people to navigate the challenges of modern life. They point to testimonials from families who credit Scientology with fostering positive changes in their children, instilling values of compassion, integrity, and service to others. These families often share stories of improved behavior, better academic performance, and stronger family bonds. However, critics view these efforts through a more skeptical lens, expressing concerns about potential indoctrination and the undue influence of Scientology's teachings on young minds. They argue that the organization's methods may be more about recruitment than genuine education. Critics worry that the programs, while often presented as secular and universally beneficial, subtly intertwine Hubbard's doctrines and worldview, potentially limiting critical thinking and discouraging alternative perspectives. They fear that young people may be exposed to a one-sided view of the world and the undue influence of Scientology's teachings on young minds. They argue that the organization's outreach efforts are designed to create lifelong adherents, rather than independent thinkers. They argue that Scientology's programs, while often presented as secular and universally beneficial, subtly intertwine Hubbard's doctrines and worldview, potentially limiting critical thinking and discouraging alternative perspectives. This blending of educational content with religious ideology is a major point of contention. Subtly intertwine Hubbard's doctrines and worldview, potentially limiting critical thinking and discouraging alternative perspectives. Critics emphasize the importance of maintaining a clear separation between religious teachings and educational content. This concern is particularly acute given the young age at which Scientology often targets individuals, raising questions about the organization's ethical responsibility in shaping the beliefs and values of children and teenagers. The formative years are crucial for developing critical thinking skills and personal autonomy, raising questions about the organization's ethical responsibility in shaping the beliefs and values of children and teenagers. As the debate continues, it remains to be seen how Scientology's youth outreach will evolve and what impact it will have on future generations. Family ties are often tested within the realm of Scientology. The organization's influence can lead to strained relationships and, in some cases, complete separation. This impact on families is profound and often heartbreaking. Scientology's engagement with youth is shrouded in controversy. Many young individuals find themselves drawn into the organization only to face challenging and at times troubling experiences. The dark side of their youth outreach efforts is a topic of growing concern. The financial burden of Scientology can be overwhelming. Families often find themselves in financial distress due to the high costs associated with the organization's courses and materials. This financial strain can lead to significant stress and conflict within families. Navigating the complexities of Scientology's youth outreach requires a deep understanding of their tactics and strategies. Families and individuals must remain vigilant and informed to protect their loved ones from potential harm. It's a challenging but necessary endeavor.